Have you ever had a moment when everything around you felt like it was part of a carefully staged show? Some old legends even say that what we call reality might just be an illusion, and that we're nothing more than tiny pieces on fate's chessboard. Is it all just coincidence, or is there a hidden truth behind it all? Today, we're setting off on a mysterious journey, chasing clues from ancient lore and exploring how modern science tackles these elusive illusions. Every little quirk and every seemingly random coincidence might be hinting at a deeper wisdom at work. So come along as we cut through the haze to uncover the truth that time and technology have kept under wraps. You might just find that reality is far more mysterious and profound than you ever imagined. Legends from ancient civilizations tell us that the line between reality and illusion was never clearly drawn. Thousands of years ago, lost cultures like Atlantis, the Maya, and ancient Egypt left behind mysterious relics that weren't just engineering marvels. They seemed to hint at a kind of wisdom that went beyond the physical world. Ancient texts such as the Secret Scriptures, the Book of Oracles, and the Hermetic writings all mention a realm beyond time and space, a place where truth is built from energy, vibrations, and pure consciousness, far removed from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. These writings almost whisper that our world might just be a carefully crafted dream, with the real essence hidden beneath layers of mystery. Ancient sages and spiritual pioneers often used parables and symbols to describe this mysterious history, believing that human consciousness is the key to reaching higher realms. As Plato once suggested, the shadows in the cave are just a warped reflection of reality, while the true world always lies beyond what our senses can grasp. At the same time, Eastern Taoist philosophy hints that everything is always in flux, and the difference between illusion and reality might just be a matter of perspective. Influenced by these ideas, countless secret rituals and spiritual practices have been passed down through the ages, all designed to help people break through the surface and uncover the hidden truth. Yet, why is this knowledge repeatedly swept aside by the tides of history, even suppressed by those in power? Maybe it's because once people truly grasp the force behind these illusions, it would upend our traditional views and power structures. As an old sage once said, when the truth comes to light, chaos is sure to follow. Throughout history, countless pioneers have risked everything to safeguard and pass on this lost wisdom. Today, we're fortunate enough to pick up the clues they left behind, and, guided by the endless night sky and ancient symbols, piece together a picture of a world where reality and illusion are intertwined. This historical and philosophical backdrop is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to virtual illusions. Next, we'll dive into the basic concepts that underpin these ideas. Imagine standing in front of an ancient castle, its door slightly ajar, and hearing a deep, distant echo from behind. That's a lot like our experience of reality. On the surface, everything seems solid, yet underneath, it's packed with unsolved mysteries. We tend to believe what we see is real, but maybe it's just an incredibly detailed illusion, a virtual stage built from invisible data and energy. At its core, reality might simply be a form of information, much like a movie where every frame is made up of countless pixels. Modern quantum physics even tells us that matter isn't truly solid, but is made up of constantly vibrating energy fields. This idea mirrors ancient mystical beliefs that all things are illusory. The ancients described everything as a phantom, suggesting that our perceptions are merely projections of the mind. Just as a wise, mysterious sage once pointed out, when you gaze at a lake, the shimmering reflections reveal the subtle differences between what's real and what's merely an illusion. When you really think about it, our senses only pick up a fraction of what's really out there. The rest is tucked away in the darker corners of our minds. Think about those moments when you're deep in sleep, lost in a dream that feels both real and unreal. Reality's details blur into something almost unrecognizable, and when you wake up, it's like the dream was quietly whisked away by time, leaving behind nothing but hazy memories. Perhaps our reliance on sight, hearing, and even touch acts like a filter, a tool that helps us sift through an endless sea of information to create the stable world we think we know. But behind that familiar facade lies a far more intricate system. When you compare the old parables of ancient sages with modern scientific discoveries, one thing becomes clear. Reality might be way more layered than we ever imagined. It's kind of like an oil painting. What you see is just the finished work, while the hidden sketches and corrections underneath are what really give the piece its depth and life. In the same way, what we experience is only the surface, while the true essence is concealed within a constantly shifting, invisible, and complex web of information. When we start questioning these so-called solid realities, we might find that the answers are far from clear. The line between virtual and real begins to blur, almost as if everything's hinting that our world could just be a simulation, a projection from some higher dimensional realm, and that you and I are merely tiny symbols in the mix. In the next part of our analysis, we'll dig deeper into the core mechanisms behind it all, uncovering the hidden energy flows and coded information that lie beneath the surface. As we dig into the deeper layers of virtual illusions, we can't help but wonder, if everything is just a reflection in a mirror, where does the truth really lie? In this section, we'll explore the inner workings that make our reality seem solid while still being full of tricks. Modern physics and ancient wisdom seem to agree on one thing. The essence of our world might not be something fixed and unchanging, but rather a dynamic state made up of constantly shifting energy fields and encoded information. Just like the fleeting images of a dream, reality might be nothing more than a grand illusion in our minds, a virtual stage carefully set up by a higher intelligence. Some scholars argue that quantum superposition shows us that matter isn't static at all, but exists in multiple states until it collapses into one when observed. As ancient mystics have long said, everything in the world is in a constant state of coming into being and fading away, and what we see is only the tip of the iceberg. Modern ideas like simulation theory take this even further, suggesting that the entire universe might be one massive, intricate information system. In this network, every tiny vibration and every seemingly random coincidence could be a sign of a higher dimensional plan at work. At the same time, the ancient sages' fables and secret symbols quietly echo the same truth. Think about it. Why did old priests keep stressing the importance of breaking the illusion in their rituals? They understood that only by looking past the surface of our senses can we reach the hidden truth. And this kind of breakthrough isn't just about faith. It takes a deep understanding of how the universe really works. Just like the intricate reflections in a mirror, the real essence of life is tucked away in countless unseen details, waiting for someone to unravel the mystery. But we also need to be careful. Getting too wrapped up in the idea of a virtual world might push us to deny reality altogether. The truth is, the illusory and the real aren't opposites. They're woven together to create the full picture of life. It's in that tension that we find hidden energy and endless possibilities. Maybe it's this seemingly contradictory existence that gives us the power to explore, create, and transform our world. When you start wondering if the world in front of you is just an illusion, why not try out these techniques to experience the truth hidden behind the surface? First, set aside a few minutes each day for quiet meditation. Close your eyes, slow down your breathing, and focus on your inner self. Try to feel the air moving through your nostrils and listen to the rhythm of your heartbeat. In that calm moment, you might catch the faint vibrations at the edge of your awareness, as if you're seeing the invisible threads that weave reality. Next, give perceptual awareness a go. Pick a familiar setting, let go of your assumptions, and really observe everything around you. Notice every ray of light, every whisper of wind, and all those seemingly ordinary details. Ask yourself, how do these everyday elements, without us even realizing it, come together to create what we think of as real? This practice can gradually sharpen your sensitivity to the flow of energy around you and help you uncover the elusive truth hiding beneath the surface. Also, try using writing or drawing to capture those sudden flashes of intuition and inspiration. Every symbol or image you create could be a key that opens the door to a deeper level of awareness. You'll find that these creative expressions aren't just about self-expression. They're a way to connect with your inner wisdom and touch on hidden truths through art. Finally, I encourage you to join spiritual workshops or small rituals where you can share experiences with others who are also exploring the line between illusion and reality. The energy of a group can spark insights that are hard to discover on your own. At the same time, stay humble and open-minded, and be careful not to fall into blind belief in illusions. After all, illusion and reality aren't opposites. They're woven together to shape the many layers of our experience. By putting these practices into action, you'll not only start peeling back the veil of illusion over reality, but you'll also awaken your inner self and carve out your own spiritual path. Every practice session might be just the subtle nudge you need to get closer to a deeper truth. On this journey in search of illusions, we've traveled from ancient mystical texts to modern quantum theories, and even dived into our own hands-on practices. Every step has challenged the so-called real we take for granted. So what's truly real? Maybe, just like those old legends say, the truth is hidden behind layers of mystery, waiting for those brave enough to look inward. Every detail we've uncovered today invites you to re-examine your own perceptions and ask yourself, is our life just a carefully crafted virtual stage? Perhaps when you begin to question the everyday, you'll find that each moment carries wisdom beyond the ordinary, and that behind every seemingly mundane event, unseen forces are at work. The truth might not be one clear answer, but a series of endless questions and a journey of constant discovery. We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. Let us know if you too have felt that call reaching beyond the surface. Next time, we'll dig even deeper into forgotten ancient secrets and explore the endless possibilities of this world together.